Okay. So like when we started our orthographic drawing, we need to set up our page using our T-square, snuggle it into the side of the desk so it can slide up and down, put the paper on it so it is level, perfectly straight, and nice big pieces of this tape, which is re-stickable. So get some tape from the cupboard, guys. Nice big pieces that go right across the corners like so. I don't want to see little itty bitty pieces of tape. It needs to hold it in place until you've finished your drawing. Lovely. So you should also have a 30-60 set square where one angle is 30 degrees, another angle is 60 degrees, and the 45-degree right angle. This is your T-square, looks like a T. And we use these for isometric drawing. If you don't already have a technical drawing pencil, can you please sharpen a regular pencil so that it is nice and sharp? And for this drawing, you will also need your orthographic drawing as previously mentioned. So can you get that out, please? You'll need to refer to it. So using the dimensions on our drawing, we are going to draw it to the same scale, which is 4:1 here. So all I need to do is measure the height, which for me, I've got my overall height as 84 millimeters. I'm going to draw a vertical line using my equipment, my T-square and my set square together. So my T-square is snuggled into the side of the desk and the set square sits on top of it. And just off center, I will do my first straight line. Just make a little mark and measure up the height of your orthographic drawing. So mine, remember, was 84. And make another little mark. So you should have 2 marks. So that's the overall height. So this measurement here on your drawing. Once you've got those 2 marks, using your 30 degrees, your T-square and set square together, put your pencil on that mark you made, bring the ruler to it, and then extend out that line. And do the same for the top mark. Okay, so you've got 2 30-degree lines. Turn the set square over, and we're going to do in the opposite direction. Now remember, for you, I want these to be very, very lightly drawn. So the next step is to now do the overall width. So measuring what's on the page, and I've got here 84 again. So we're ignoring our scale measurement because we are drawing our isometric to the same scale. So again, I'm going to go up this face by 84 millimeters. Make a mark as so. And then using your set square and T-square together, put your pencil on the mark and square up. Okay, overall height. Overall width, this way. And the next part is to measure from the side view, the overall depth. And I've got 12 millimeters. So I'm going to use this, measure along this 30-degree line, 12 millimeters, make a mark and square up from that mark. So now I'm going to have the overall height, width, and depth drawn on my isometric drawing. And all I need to do now is complete this to make it look like a 3D box. And if you'll just watch me, I'll show you how to do that. From this corner here, where those two lines intersect, place your pencil, do a 30-degree line. From this point here, where those two lines intersect, place your pencil, 30-degree line. Where those two lines intersect, vertical line. Place your pencil and go up. Where those two lines intersect, 30 degrees. And you can see you don't have to do any more measuring because it's all done because you've been using your tools correctly. So you should end up with what looks like a flat box on its side. Okay, so for the next part, you'll need your photocopy. I'm just going to place that on top of my other page and tape it down with some tape. Now, we need to transfer this shape onto our isometric drawing. Now, the best way to do that is to use a grid method. I'm going to rule a line at exactly the bottom and exactly the top. And on exactly the sides of, so I'm putting that crate back in. Okay. Once I've done that, I'm going to mark along the side from left to right every 2 centimeters. You can do every 1 centimeter or every 15 millimeters as well. But today, just to keep it simple, I'm going to do every 2 centimeters. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. Whatever's remaining, just leave it. From there, rule some vertical lines and do the same from the bottom left corner up every 2 centimeters. And I'm just going to go in reverse this one. So 2, 2, 2, 2. And ruling horizontally. So now I've got a grid on my main drawing. Now what I'm looking for is every single spot that my grid line bumps into my outline. So this spot here, then I can transfer that onto my isometric drawing, but I still have to put the grid lines in on my isometric drawing. So just taking that away, keeping that handy. So here I'm going to do my grid lines again. So, okay, so I've drawn my grid in here, and what I'm going to do is plot the points where my outline intersects with my grid onto the isometric grid. I'm going to come down the first line. Once you've done all of the plotting the points on your vertical lines, then you can plot all the points on your horizontal lines. Now, what you have to do from here is to join the dots, but you may have some areas where you've got little cutaways. So just be aware of what you're trying to draw. So if you watch me, I'm just going to join my dots now. So I've got this curve around the top. It kind of dips down and joins that dot there. And once you've got your outline, you can ink that in and wait for the next step. The little circle here, in isometric, the circle will become an ellipse. So just mark out the center of that circle. And using the ellipse template, you can draw that circle in. Rub out the grid a little bit once you've done your inking, but still leave the outline of the box. Okay, so for the next step, you need to make a photocopy of your original. Once you've done that, put your original on the top, and you'll need one of these light pads. Turn it to its full brightness. And then I want you to match up the back box here on the front copy with the front of the photocopy. So just watching. So it's going to be offset as so. Then check that you've got it at 30 degrees on your light pad. Yep. And put your magnets in place. Then just mark in those back curves. And then using the 30-degree set square, you almost join the curves together where you can see the 30-degree line. So I'm just going to move, sliding it across. You can see here's another part where it will join together in this little groove, in this crease at the top of the curve and at this side here. It'll make more sense once I take away the light. Let's turn the light box off. And as you can see the three-dimensional shape traced across. And then you can ink that in also. Once you've completed inking it in, rub out all of the pencil lines and finish rendering it, showing the curves.